안녕하십니까. 2026년 4월 27일 월요일 오전 7시 9분입니다. 강현 TV를 시작하겠습니다. 이번 시간은 구약성경 잠언 12장 1절부터 영어 성경으로 읽어보도록 하겠습니다. Whoso loves instruction loves knowledge, but he that hates reproof is brutish. A good man obtains favor of the Lord, but a man of wicked devices will he condemn. A man shall not be established by wickedness, but the root of the righteous shall not be moved. A virtuous woman is a crown to her husband, but she that makes ashamed is as rottenness in his bones. The thoughts of the righteous are light, but the counsels of the wicked are deceitful. The words of the wicked are to lie in wait for blood, but the mouth of the upright shall deliver them. The wicked are overthrown and are not, but the house of the righteous shall stand. A man shall be commended according to his wisdom, but he that is of a perverse heart shall be despised. He that is despised and has a servant is better than he that honors himself and lacks bread. A righteous man regards the life of his beast, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. He that tills his land shall be satisfied with bread, but he that follows vain persons in void of understanding. The wicked desires the net of every man. But the root of the righteous yields fruit. The wicked is snared by the transgression of his lips, but the just shall come out of trouble. A man shall be satisfied with good by the fruit of his mouth, and the recompense of a man's hands shall be rendered unto him. The way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but he that hearkens unto counsel is wise. A fool's less is presently known, but a prudent man covers shame. He that speaks truth shews false righteousness, but false witness deceit. There is a that speaks like the piercing song of Savada, but the tongue of the wise is wholesome. The lip of truth shall be established forever, but a lying tongue is but for a moment. Deceit is in the heart of them that imagine evil, but to the counselors of peace is joy. There shall no evil happen to the just, but the wicked shall be filled with mischief. Lying lips are abomination to the Lord, but they that deal truly are his delight. A prudent man conceals knowledge, but the heart of fools proclaims foolishness. The hand of the diligent shall bear rule, but the slothful shall be under tribute. Happiness in the heart of man makes it stoop, but a good word makes it greater. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor. But the way of the wicked seduces them. The slothful man lost not that which he took in hunting, but the substance of a diligent man is precious. In the way of righteousness is life, and in the pathway thereof there is no death. A wise son hears his father's instruction, but a scorner hears not a rebuke. A man shall eat good by the fruit of his mouth, but the soul of the transgressors shall eat by violence. He that keeps his mouth keeps his life, but he that opens or eats his lips shall have destruction. The soul of the sluggard desires and has nothing, but the soul of the diligent shall be made fat. A righteous man hates lying, but a wicked man is loathsome and comes to shame. Righteousness keeps him that is upright in the way, but wickedness overthrows the sinner. There is that makes himself rich, yet has nothing. There is that makes himself poor, yet has great riches. The ransom of a man's life are his riches, but the poor he also not rebuke. The right of the righteous rejoices, but the lamp of the wicked shall be put out. Only by pride comes contention, but with the will of the bias of his wisdom. Ways gotten by a penalty shall be diminished, but he did get so, but labor shall increase. Hope differs the make us the heart shake up, but when the desire comes, it is a tree of life. Whoso despises the word shall be destroyed, but he that fears the commandment shall be rewarded. Proverbs is a fountain of life to depart from the snares of death. God good understanding gives favor, but the way of transgressors is hard. Every prudent man deals with knowledge, but a fool lays open his folly. A wicked messenger falls into mischief, but a faithful ambassador ambassador is health. Poverty and shame shall be to him that refuses instruction, but he that regards reproof shall be handled down. The desire accomplished is sweet to the soul, but it is abomination to force to depart from evil. He that works with a wise man shall be wiser, but the companion of fools shall be destroyed. Every pursues sinners, but to the righteous good shall be repaid. A good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children, and the wealth of the sinner is laid up for the just. Much food is in the tillage of the poor, but there is that is destroyed for want of judgment. He that spares his Lord hates his son, but he that loves him chastens him betimes. The righteous eat to the satisfying of his soul, but the belly of the wicked shall want. Every wise woman builds her house, but the foolish plunks it down with her hands. He that works in his uprightness appears the road, but he that is perverse in his ways despises him. In the mouth of the foolish is a rod of pride, but the lips of the wise shall preserve them. Where no oxen are, the crib is clean, but much increase is by it the strength of the oxen. A faithful witness will not lie, but a false witness will utter lies. Scorner seeks wisdom and finds it not, but knowledge is easy unto him that understands. Go from the presence of foolish men. When thou perceivest not in him the lips of knowledge, the wisdom of the prudent is to understand his way, but the folly of fools is to sit on. Fools make or mock at sin, but among the righteous there is favor. The heart knows his own bitterness, and a stranger does not intermeddle with his joy. The house of the wicked shall be overthrown, but the tabernacle of the upright shall flourish. There is a way which seems right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. Even in love the heart is sorrowful, and the end of that mirth is happiness. The backslider in heart shall be filled with his own ways, and a good man shall be satisfied from himself. The simple believes every word, but the prudent man looks well to his going. A wise man appears and departs from evil, but the fool regret and is confident. He that is soon angry deals foolishly, and a man of wicked devices is hated. The simple inherit folly, but the prudent are crowned with knowledge. The evil bow before the good, and the wicked at the gate of the righteous. The poor is hated even of his own neighbor, but the rich has many friends. He that despises his neighbor sins, but he that has mercy on the poor, happy is he. Do they not err that devise evil, but mercy and the truth shall be to them that devise good. In all labor there is profit, but the talk of the lips tends only to penury. The crown of the wise is their riches, but the foolishness of fools is folly. True witness delivers souls, but the deceitful witness speaks lies. And the fear of the Lord is strong confidence, and his children shall have a place of refuge. The fear of the Lord is a fountain of life to depart from the snares of death. In the multitude of people is the king's honor, but in the went of people is the destruction of the prince. He that is slow to wrestle is of great understanding, but he that is hasty of spirit exalts folly. A sound heart is the life of the precious, but envy the rottenness of the bones. He that oppresses the poor reproaches his maker, but he that honors him has mercy on the poor. The wicked is driven away in his wickedness, but the righteous has hope in his death. Wisdom rests in the heart of him that has understanding, but that which is in the midst of fools is made known. Righteousness exalts all nation, but sin is only reproach to any people. The king's favor is toward a wise servant, but his wrath is against him that causes shame. Soft answer turns away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. The tongue of the wise use knowledge right, but the mouth of fools pours out foolishness. The eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the evil and the good. Whole some tongue is a tree of life, but perverse Nissan therein is a breach in the spirit. Paul despises his father's instruction, but he did regard reproof is prudent. In the house of the righteous is much treasure, but in the rebellious of the wicked is trouble. The lips of the wise this person knowledge, but the heart of the foolish does not so. The sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination to the Lord, but the prayer of the upright is his delight. The way of the wicked is an abomination unto the Lord, but the loves him that follows after righteousness. Correction is grievous unto him that forsakes the way, and he that hates reproof shall die. Hell and destruction are before the Lord, how much more than the hearts of the children of men. A scorner loves not one that reproves him, neither will he go unto the wise. A merry heart makes a cheerful countenance, but by sorrow of the heart the spirit is broken. The heart of him that has understanding seeks knowledge, but the mouth of fools feeds on foolishness. Or the days of the afflicted are evil, but he that is of a merry heart has a continual feast. Better is richer with the fear of the Lord than greater treasure and trouble therewith. Better is a dinner of herbs where love is than a stalled ox, and he tell their widow. Less poor man stirs up strife, but he that is slow to anger appears strife. The way of the slothful man is as unhealthy of turns, but the way of the righteous is made plain. A wise son makes a son a great father, but a foolish man despises his mother. Paul is joy to him that is this tutor of wisdom, but a man of understanding works of lightly. Without counsel, purposes are disappointed, but in the multitude of counselors they are established. A man has joy by the answer of his mouth, and word spoken in due season. How good is it? The way of life is above the wise that he may depart from here beneath. The Lord will destroy the house of the proud, but he will establish the border of the widow. The thoughts of the wicked are an abomination to the Lord, but the words of the poor are pleasant words. He that is greedy of gain troubles his own house, but he that hates keeps shall live. The heart of the righteous studies to answer, but the mouth of the wicked pours out evil things. The Lord is far from the wicked, but he hears the prayer of the righteous. The light of the eyes rejoices the heart, and a good report makes the bones fat. The ear that hears the reproof of life abides among the wise. He that refuses instruction despises his own soul, but he that hears reproof gets understanding. The fear of the Lord is the instruction of wisdom, and before honor is humility. The preparations of the heart is man, and the answer of the tongue is from the Lord. All the ways of a man are clean in his own eyes, but the Lord waits the spirits. Commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established. The Lord has made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of Abel. Everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord. Though hand in hand, he shall not be unpunished. By mercy and truth inequality is pursued, and by the fear of the Lord men depart from evil. When man's way is praised the Lord, he makes even his enemies to be at peace with him. Pedro is little with righteousness than great revenues without right. A man's heart by just his way, but the Lord directs his steps. A divine sentence is in the lips of the king. His mouth transgresses not in judgment. Just way its tongue and balance are the Lord's. All the way each of the back are his work. It is an abomination to kings to commit wickedness, but the law is established by righteousness. Righteous lips are the delight of kings, and they love him that speaks right. The rest of king is on mission, but a wise man will pacify it. In the right of the king's countenance is life, and his favor is as a crowd of the red rain. How much better is it to get wisdom than gold, and to get understanding rather to be chosen than silver. The highway of the upright is to depart from evil. He that keeps his way preserves his soul. Pride goes before destruction, and haughty spirit before fail. Better it is to be of an humble spirit with the lowly than to divide the spoil with the proud. He that handles a matter wisely shall find good, and whoso through stirs in the road, happy is he. The wise in heart shall be called prudent, and the sweetness of the lips increases learning. Understanding is well spring of life unto him that has it, but the instruction of fools is folly. The heart of the wise teaches his mouth, and thus learning to his lips. Present words are as an honeycomb, sweet to the soul, and heals to the bones. There is a way that seems right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. He did labors for himself, for his mouth craves it of him. Ungodly man desires of evil, and in his lips there is as a burning fire. A proud man sows strife, and a whisperer separate some cheap brands. A violent man antagonizes his neighbor and leads could shut his eyes to devise forward things. Moving his lips, he brings evil to pass. The holy head is a crown of glory if it be found in the way of righteousness. He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that rules his spirit than he that takes a city. The road is cast into the lap, but the whole disposing thereof is of the road. Pedro is dry morsel and quietness therewith. Then on a house full of sacrifices with strife, a wise servant shall have a rule over a man. Over a son that causes shame, and shall have part of the inheritance among the brethren. The binding is for silver, and the furnace for gold, but the road to try is the heart. A wicked doer gives heed to false lips, and a liar gives ear to a roti tongue. Whoso mocks the fool reproaches his maker, and he that is great at calamities shall not be unpunished. Children's children are the crown of old men, and the glory of children are their fathers. Excellent speech becomes not a fool, much less to lying lips, prince. A gift is as a precious stone in the eyes of him that has it whithersoever it turns, it prospers. He that covers transgression seeks love, but he that repeats a matter separates very friends. Proof enters more into a wise man than 100 lives into a fool. An able man seeks only rebellion, therefore a cruel messenger shall be sent against him. Let be a bird of her well-person meet a man rather than a fool in his folly. Whoso rewards evil for good, evil shall not depart from his house. The beginning of strife is as when one lets out water. Therefore, leave off contention before it be meddled with. he did justifies the wicked, and he did condemn the just, even the evil are abomination to Jerusalem. Vapor is there price in the hand of a fool to get wisdom, seeing he has no heart to it. A friend loves all at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. A man void of understanding strikes handles and becomes surety in the presence of his friend. He loves transgression that loves strife, and he that exalts his gate speaks destruction. He that has a froward heart finds no good, and he that has a perverse tongue falls into mischief. He that begets those it to his sorrow, and the father of a fool has no joy. Merry heart does good like medicine, but a broken spirit drives the bones. A wicked man takes a gift out of the bosom to pervert the ways of judgment. Wisdom is before him that has understanding, but the eyes of a fool are in the endorsers of judge. A foolish son is grief to his father, and bitterness to her that bear him. Also, to punish the just is not good, nor to strike princes for iniquity. He that has knowledge spares his words, and a man of understanding is of an excellent spirit. Even a fool, when he hopes his face is counted wise, and he did shut his lips is esteemed a man of understanding. Slow desire of man, having separated himself, seeks and intermeddles with all wisdom. A fool has no delight in understanding, but that his heart may discover itself. When the wicked comes, then comes also contempt, and with ignominy reproach. The words of a man's mouth are as deep waters, and the wellspring of wisdom as a flowing brook. It is not good to accept the person of the wicked, to overthrow the righteous in judgment. Fool's lips enter into contention, and his mouth calls for strokes. A fool's mouth is his destruction, and his lips are the snare of his soul. The words of a tale bears They will be ordered as wounds, and they go down into the innermost parts of the belly. He also that is slothful in his work is border to him. That is a great water. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runs into it and is safer. The rich man's wealth is his strong city, and as on high wall in his own consider before destruction. The heart of man is hotly haughty. And before honor is humility. He that answers a matter before he hears it, it is folly and shame unto him. The spirit of man will sustain his infirmity, but one the spirit who can bear. The heart of the prudent getteth knowledge, and the ear of the wise seeks knowledge. A man's gift makes room for him and brings him before great men. He that is first in his own cause seems just, but his neighbor comes and searches him. The road causes contentions to cease and parties between the mighty. Brother open the door is harder to be won than a strong city, and their contentions are like the bars of a castle. A man's belly shall be satisfied with the fruit of his mouth, and with the increase of his lips shall he be filled. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Whoso finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains a favor of the Lord. The poor uses in treaties, but the rich answers loudly. A man that has friends must show himself friendly, and there is a friend that strikes closer than a brother. 잠문 18장 24절까지 읽어봤습니다. 다음 19장은 다음 시간에 읽어보도록 하겠습니다. 시청해주셔서 감사합니다. 안녕히 계십시오.